Ever?
Bob it in.
He went this way! Don't let him get away! Stop right there, criminal! You will not escape!
Yo, killing spree's over, Cedric Mogbarn.
You're dead wrong, Sheriff Lanaville. You may have killed me now, but you will never stop me.
5.
Dogmatique, JK, what are you guys doing?
Nothing?
Just some personal business, Fiona.
Let me guess. You both are trolling people on friendproject.net, aren't you?
Did you seriously have to ask?
Yeah. Come on, Fiona. You're starting to sound as dumb as the people posting on this site.
That's not the point, guys. I'm just being completely honest here. Seems like both of you just get off on posting mean stuff on friendproject.net to make people angry. Almost like your whole life revolves around that.
And your point is?
It's sick.
That's why it's so much fun, Fiona.
You got that right, JK.
Well, hello, Miss Clerk.
You've been following my post on that site too, haven't you, Fiona?
Unfortunately, yes. I don't see how you all get off on that stuff, especially with you lying about your occupation. What's the point of that?
Hey, no one outside of Arkansas has to know that I'm really a waitress at a cheap diner. Gotta take my anger out somewhere.
Check this idiot out. He just posted the dumbest picture of himself on friendproject.net.
Let's lot those comments up, Dogmatique.
Yeah, have fun with that. I'll be right back. I gotta wash my hands. Please, someone help me!
Kill.
You are now entering Arkansas, the natural state, home to the people of the southern downstream river.
Well, hell. You look like shit. Thanks. Looks like your number is almost up. Don't remind me. I would put you out of your misery myself, but I don't want any of that disease-ridden blood on Lucille. It's type 1 diabetes, you asshole. It's not contagious. What did you just call me? You heard what I said. Say hi to the Reaper for me, kid. You'll be meeting him soon.
Why the long face, partner?
Just going through some rough stuff right now.
Anything I can get for you?
Yeah. Could you get me a soda, please? Can I get it to go? I'm trying to head down south tonight.
Sure, buddy. It'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Hey, did you say you were heading down south?
Yeah.
Would it be okay if I came with you? I've been out there all by myself.
Yeah, of course you can. Come sit down. Are you feeling alright, buddy?
I'm just a little sick right now. Don't worry, I'm not contagious or anything.
What's your name? How old are you?
My name is Joe Winko. I'm 19 years old right now.
Where are you from?
I'm from Wisconsin. I really just been looking to get away.
Well, I'll take you down south. You can come with me.
Thank you.
Here's your soda.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll be leaving right now.
So, Officer Touche and Officer Lard, what are you both up to tonight?
Officer Lard and I are going to be out and around town tonight.
Yeah. Sheriff Lonneville says that something really bad happened earlier tonight in northern Blackridge. A bunch of people were savagely butchered at a diner.
Are you serious? That's messed up.
We're not sure if the killer's still in our town, though, but we're supposed to be looking for him.
You would think they'd contact the FBI for this sort of stuff.
Well, that's Blackridge for you. Officer Touche, we better get going.
See you later, kid. Stay safe here.
Where is Sheriff Lanneville?
He's in his office. What happened to the diner?
It's bad, Officer Kimball. Really bad. Sheriff Lanneville, we have something to show you.
These are the crime scene photos from the diner.
There were 4 victims. 3 of them killed inside the diner, and 1 unidentified victim found dead near the road. She had died from multiple gunshot wounds. She was wearing a red sweater with gold stars.
I know who did this. Cedric Mogburn. He's returned.
But he's dead. You killed him 20 years ago.
But the evidence we found in his house, he wasn't just a psychopath. He was using dark magic.
You don't honestly believe that, do you?
Doesn't much matter what I believe. Dark magic is real. I remember reading in one of his journals that if he was ever killed, he'd come back to life in a new form to seek his revenge.
But he's dead.
And he can't resurrect from the graves because his body was cremated. He's nothing but ashes right now.
I never told you guys about this, but 20 years ago, when me and the police squad went to his house to gather evidence after he'd been killed, I saw something in his front yard. It was a scarecrow. We never took it as evidence. That night, I read in his journal that Cedric Morburn had been practicing dark magic. His journal stated that if he ever died, his soul would be able to take over and control an object created by him. A week later, I returned back to Cedric's house by myself. And when I got there, the scarecrow was gone. When I went asking about it, no one knew what happened to it.
So, you're telling us that the soul of Cedric Morburn has possessed a ragtag scarecrow that's now going around killing random people. Get real, Sheriff Lanivel.
I remember hearing about all that mumbo-jumbo stuff. It's the only thing our town is known for.
Sheriff Lanivel, I know the whole mass murder incident with Cedric Morburn was traumatizing for everyone. But seriously, you really shouldn't let this get to your head. Cedric Morburn is dead. Right now, we just have a new psychopath on the loose who we have to capture.
And for all we know, he's probably far out of state by now.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill.
What was that?
He's here.
Freeze! On the ground, now!
You! We beat you before! You can't come back! You're dead! Dead!
Are you feeling okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just a bit out of it.
Oh, okay. So, what brings you to Arkansas?
I just really wanted to get away.
How did you get here?
A man I met online. He gave me a ride down here.
What made you want to come here?
I didn't choose this place. He replied to an ad I posted online. My adoptive parents kicked me out of the house, so I just left. I wanted to get away and he took me away.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Don't worry about it.
Do you have any place to stay?
No. I was just gonna... I don't know.
Well, I own a cabin in the southern part of Arkansas. I was just gonna stay there by myself for a while, but you can stay with me if you want.
Well, maybe.
It's something to think about. Well, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna pull over and we can camp out for a bit. That okay with you?
Sure. So, Harlan, where are you from? And why did you come to Arkansas?
Arkansas is my home state. I actually lived up north in Iowa.
Oh, that's right next to my home state. Did you like it up there?
Somewhat, but not anymore. My parents are both dead now, but back when I was your age, they really pressured me into getting married, so I did. My wife's name was Daisy. She was a nice, pretty lady, but we were just not meant for each other.
What do you mean by that?
Well, after we got married, things started off good at first. We bought a house up in Iowa, and then suddenly, things weren't working out so well. We never argued much at all, but we just couldn't connect, really. I could tell she wasn't happy, and I wasn't happy. But then eventually, we had a baby. It was a boy. We named him Gerald. I still remember the first day I saw him. He was the light of my world. I always wanted a son, ever since I was a little boy. Gerald was a handful at times, but I felt so lucky to have him. I thank God every day for him.
What happened to him?
Well, after a couple of years, our marriage fell apart. One day I came home, and Daisy had already packed her bags and left. I knew she was never coming back. It didn't hurt too bad, though. I never wanted a wife. I was still really happy to have my son, Gerald. I loved him so much. He was all I ever had. But he really missed her. He never got over his mother leaving. As he grew up, he started to blame me for it. It really hurt him so much. I didn't want him to hate me. A couple of days before his 16th birthday, he got mad at me and started yelling horrible stuff. Then he took off and left. I never saw him again after that. That was 5 years ago, and I've been alone ever since. It hurt real bad. My parents passed away a year after that. In their will, they left me the cabin I grew up in. I really want to go back there. Even though I'll still be alone, all the good memories are back there.
I'm really sorry, Harlan.
You remind me of Gerald.
Really?
Yeah, back when he was a boy. Always needing help and always asking for help. Just knowing that I could be there for him made me feel special. It made me feel needed, like I mattered to someone. I'm very sorry your parents kicked you out.
They aren't my parents. My real parents are dead. They died of drugs right after I was born. The ones who kicked me out were my adoptive parents. I was never close to them at all.
Why did they kick you out?
They put me through hell my whole entire life. They're not good people at all. But recently, my adoptive mother made me get a job that I hated. I couldn't handle it though. It was too stressful. To be completely honest, I have a mild form of autism. It affects the way I think and the way I handle stuff. A normal person could do it fine, but not me. I really wanted to quit, but my adoptive mother always told me that if I did, she would kick me out of the house.
You have to work and learn to support yourself. It's part of life. You will not be sitting up in my house doing nothing.
I don't care. I already quit the job. I didn't like it. It was too stressful and overwhelming.
You did what? Get out of my house. You will not be living here anymore.
I don't care. I hate you and I'm running away forever. And I'm never coming back. I'm leaving all of my insulin behind too.
Good. Now get out.
Then I left.
That's horrible. I'm sorry. But you said you were from Wisconsin. How did you get to Arkansas?
Earlier, before my adoptive mother found out I quit the job, I posted an ad online saying that I wanted to run away forever. I didn't care where I would end up. I just wanted to leave Wisconsin forever. I posted my phone number on the ad, and that same day, a man called me and told me that he would take me to Arkansas with him. And the night my adoptive mother kicked me out of the house, I told him where to pick me up from. He came and got me, and then we left. And once we got to Arkansas, he dropped me off here and left me.
Joe? Well, you don't have to be on the streets. You could come live with me. I don't want to be alone, and I don't want you to be alone either.
I really want to. I wish I had more time left.
What do you mean?
I have type 1 diabetes.
So what? My father had type 1 diabetes. He lived perfectly fine. Wait a second. Do you have any insulin on you? When was the last time you had a shot? Oh my God! Hang on, Joe. I'm taking you to a hospital. Just stay with me.
Are you ready yet, Gloria?
I'm always ready, Earl.
Damn, babe. You looking good.
Why not take a closer look?
Damn, Mr. Biggs. You drive a hard bargain. Thank you, Earl. You're my best customer after all. Now that'll be $150, so pay up. Always a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Biggs.
I believe some of that belongs to me.
Oh yeah, almost forgot. Here's your pay.
What the hell, Mr. Biggs?
What? It's 33%. It's a fair deal. Take it or leave it.
Please. If I wanted to make panties as low as this, I would have just taken a job at Walmart.
Be lucky I'm paying you anything, Gloria.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill.
What the hell? Who was that?
Good evening, Angela.
Hello, Officer Tussos and Officer Lard. What brings you both here tonight?
We just wanted to let you know that the sheriff believes there's a serial killer on the loose here in Blackridge.
Oh, dear.
We just want to tell you that Officer Tussos and I will be patrolling the town all night. If anything happens here, just dial 911.
All right. Thank you, officers.
Stay safe, Angela.
What was that all about?
There's some crazy stuff going on. The cops want us to be alert, so everyone remember that, please.
This place has been dead all night. What's the worst that could happen?
Someone, please, help!
What's going on?
Please, help him. He's diabetic and hasn't had any insulin.
Hold on, who are you? Is that boy even a resident of the state of Arkansas? Otherwise, he's not eligible for any services here.
God damn it, this boy is dying. You gotta help him.
Seriously, Angela? Pat, go grab a stretcher. Jeff, go get the IVs ready. This boy is definitely not in good shape.
I'm on it.
Come on, follow me.
What's the point of driving out here?
Sheriff Lineville says to look for anything suspicious. I've heard that what happened at the diner earlier tonight was very nasty.
I haven't seen anything. Why would a serial killer be on the loose in this hick town?
You see that?
He's got an axe.
That can't be good. Let's bring him down and take him in. Hey, you! Drop the axe and put your hands up. Freeze, or I will shoot.
Heather, is he gonna be okay?
So far, he's still breathing at least. We got fluids running through him. That should clear up the acid in his blood. He's definitely still conscious, but we don't know for sure if he'll make it. You can stay with him if you like.
I'm going to. But please, just try and save him.
We'll do everything we can. If you need anything, just call me.
So, how are they?
The boy's in pretty bad shape, and the man who brought him in is a nervous wreck.
What a stupid boy. If you're diabetic, you need insulin to live. Does he have a death wish or something?
Speaking of death wish, did Angela tell you anything about what was going on in town tonight? I've heard that a couple people have been murdered.
Yep, apparently a bunch of folks a couple miles away from town at a diner were butchered by some maniac. The police think the killer's on the loose here for some reason.
That's Sheriff Lanaville for you. Ever since the 1995 Cedric Morburn killing spree, that man has had a flame under his ass since.
Okay, guys, so tonight is not going to be as slow as you thought. The sheriff believes there's a serial killer on the loose, so we all have to be alert. And we have one patient here in critical condition, and a psycho distressed man who's worried about him.
We don't get that every day.
You guys keep a sharp eye out tonight. I'm gonna go back to my office and do more paperwork. That's honestly all I ever do nowadays. If you guys see anything suspicious, call 911.
Well, it's time for my 15-minute break. I'm gonna go outside and smoke for a bit. I'll be back soon.
Okay, careful out there. You heard what Angela was talking about earlier.
Yeah, whatever.
Wendy, it's time to do rounds. Can you please go?
How come? We only have one patient here. All the rooms on the first floor are empty.
It's the only exercise you're gonna get tonight.
Okay, fine. But you're gonna need it much more than I do. Okay, Matt, I'm done doing rounds on a bunch of empty rooms. No serial killers anywhere. Matt? That fat ass! Ditching me again?
What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. And today is a very special day because it's my birthday, December 5th, Sagittarius, and I want to give a shout.
I post a lot of videos online, and there's many reasons why I always upload my videos onto YouTube and why I always post so much stuff on the internet about myself and everything. It's because I don't want to be forgotten about at all. I always want people to know who I was, where I was, what I did while I was here on Earth, and I never want it to be forgotten about at all, and I want people to get to know me. That's why I post so many videos on YouTube. Hello everyone, Joe Wanko here, and things aren't going so well for me at all. My adoptive parents kicked me out, and now I have to run away. I know I'm not going to survive out on the streets at all, but I don't even care. I just don't want to die in Wisconsin because I hate it here, and I want to leave forever. There's a stranger who answered my ad online. He's coming to this parking lot to pick me up. He's going to be taking me down south. I'm waiting for him right now. I know that no one out there can help me at all, but I just wanted you all to know what happened. This is going to be my last video. You can still keep watching my old videos, but there aren't going to be any more. Goodbye, everyone. You found my videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I really like them. How long have you been making these?
I've been doing them for years.
I can tell you love doing these.
That's really all I ever liked doing, really.
What have we here? I've heard about you. You're the boy who's dying because you didn't take any insulin. Such a stupid boy.
Hey, cut it out.
You must be his friend, aren't you?
What's it to you?
Looks like you made a new friend, pretty boy. Little do you know, he's gonna end up tossing you aside and leaving you out in the fields for dead.
I said get out of here.
What's going on?
This woman is harassing us.
Don't mind her. Robyn is just a crazy old lady. Robyn, what are you doing here? You retired 10 years ago. Now go home.
Face it, pretty boy. You're all on your own. Every back is turned on you.
Seriously, Robyn, get out or else we're calling the cops.
Life has many doors, pretty boy.
Robyn, what you said was horrible. You shouldn't be coming in here harassing people like that.
I have the right to harass whoever I want to. I busted my ass working here for 50 years. Long before all you northerners moved to Black Ridge.
You don't have the right to do anything like that. I think you better leave or we will call the police on you and have you arrested.
Fine, Heather. But you'll get yours sooner than you think. Now what do I want to eat? These rooms are an absolute mess. How the hell does this hospital never stay clean?
Beats me. Maybe if they paid us more, we'd be more willing to clean them.
Nice one, Jenna. Come on, let's go see where else is messy.
Jesus, Patrick, you scared us!
Have you guys seen Jeff, Wendy, or Matt?
Aren't they supposed to be at the front counter?
They aren't there.
Really? Let's go check again. That's strange. Where did they go?
Maybe they're all in Angela's office.
Or they could be outside. But they shouldn't all be gone at the same time. I'll check for them outside. You girls can check Angela's office.
Okay, whatever.
Jeff! Matt! Wendy! Are any of you guys out here?
Angela, Wendy, Matt, Jeff, are any of you guys in there?
Do you seriously think they're in there?
Well, I don't know.
Guess we better check for ourselves.
Jenna! Patrick!
Pat! Where are we?
I don't know, but we gotta get out of here. Oh my god! Jenna! Patrick! Help me!
Is Joe gonna be okay?
He's still in critical condition. Even though he was awake and conscious earlier, there still might be massive damage to his organs.
He's not gonna die, is he?
He's okay now. Just focus on that. By the way, there's something I should tell you. The police think there's a serial killer on the loose in our town. I just wanted to let you know just in case you see anything suspicious.
Was someone murdered?
I've heard that a bunch of people were killed at a diner outside of town earlier tonight. They still haven't captured the killer yet. Just be careful.
Are you feeling alright, Joe?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. What was Heather talking about?
She was telling me that there's a serial killer on the loose. She said some people were killed at a diner nearby. Earlier tonight, she was also talking about some guy named Cedric Morgeburn.
Cedric Morgeburn? Oh my god.
What is it?
It says here that Cedric Morgeburn was a serial killer who went on a killing spree in Black Ridge, Arkansas, back in summer of 1995. He murdered 45 people.
Damn. Did they execute him?
It says here that he was actually shot and killed by police at the baseball field at Cardinal Park.
That's absolutely crazy. Why did he kill so many people?
He was psychotic. It says that he was planning the killing spree for months, and he even wrote in his journals about how evil people were to the earth, and that they all deserved to die. It also says that he practiced witchcraft too, and that he casted a magic spell on himself, so if he ever died, he would be able to resurrect and take over the body of a scarecrow that he had created, so he could continue to kill people.
That's insane.
It gets even more insane. After his death, a scarecrow that he had set up in his front yard went missing. The police never found it.
You don't think that that's really true, do you?
Harlan, witchcraft and dark magic are absolutely real. You can't play around with that stuff. It says here that if Cedric Morgeburn ever came back to life as a scarecrow, he would be nearly invincible, and that Cedric Morgeburn would only be able to be defeated by a dying stranger from a distant land. It says that he would have to be lured back to the location where he died, and a spell would have to be casted on him there to send him back to hell, and that the spell can only be casted with a magic artifact which would appear to the dying stranger from the distant land who was meant to defeat him. A blue enchanted crystal.
Connie? Connie, was that you?
Did you hear that? It's coming from the hallway.
It's him. He's coming to kill us! We gotta go now! Cardinal Park! Dying stranger from a distant land! I'm the only one who can stop him! You have to go! Run! Now!
Harlan Whitnell?
Is he okay?
He's conscious now, but he doesn't have much time left.
Is he gonna make it?
The injuries to his body were very severe, but even without the injuries, there was already massive damage to all of his organs due to the lack of insulin. He wouldn't have survived neither way. He's awake now, but we're not sure how much time he has left.
Can I please go see him?
Yes, he wants to see you.
Joe?
I'm so sorry, Harlan. I will never leave you. I will always find you.
The hospital can make arrangements to have his body returned back to Wisconsin, if you wish for him to.
No, he's not going back there. He never wanted to go back. I'm taking him. I'm taking him home.
always find you.